What is nuclear energy and why is it so important? Find out today on this week's episode of the Elkins Roundtable. Nuclear energy is the energy that is stored in the nucleus of an atom to help generate power. This source of energy is increasingly becoming more efficient and does not negatively affect the climate in any major way. It is safe to use and produced in the utmost quality and condition. How does this help the environment, you may ask? Well, it does not harm the air quality, and according to the Nuclear Energy Institute, it removes any chances of creating harmful chemicals that are released into the air. Nuclear energy uses way less land in comparison to wind farms, turbines, and solar panels, and produce the same amount or even more depending on the demand. And the best part is that any waste can be recycled. Nuclear energy is easier to maintain due to not endangering getting fuels such as coal and oil, where disasters strike a lot. Nuclear energy has many pros related to the aspects of its energy production and use. Financially, this certain type of energy has a lower production cost compared to other energy sources. It is environmentally friendly due to the fact that they don't produce any carbon dioxide emissions, so it won't harm the atmosphere. This energy is powerful enough to power many things, such as schools, houses, and businesses. Lastly, nuclear energy is extremely dense, as one pellet of uranium equals around 120 gallons of oil and 1 ton of coal. Overall, nuclear energy is the way to go. A factor that helps nuclear energy is helium, and it has the potential to be useful as fuel for power plants. Although this substance is not available on Earth, it is on the moon. Fun fact, there are at least 1.1 million metric tons of helium-3 on the moon. Since there's so much helium that we can use it to power up to 10,000 humans. Another option is to use helium-3 and deuterium as fuel, which is a very efficient kind of nuclear power that produces nearly little waste or radiation. This dispels one of the most significant reservations about the use of nuclear energy in power plants. Because helium-3 is positively charged, it is easily controlled and can be directly caught to produce electricity. Although there might be some concerns raised as to negative impacts of nuclear energy, such as high costs, malfunctions, and radioactive waste, there are ways to reduce the impact of this. New technologies are constantly being introduced that help with containing radioactive waste, which is why helium-3 is being looked to as a potential future solution, since it's easily controlled thanks to its positive charge. Building the nuclear facilities in the first place is very expensive, but maintaining them is relatively cheap. Governments could step up and create policies and laws aiding with costs so that availability can increase throughout different places. Summing up, negatives are always present for any solution to a problem, but steps can be taken to help minimize that negative impact on the environment and society. As stated earlier, nuclear energy is being benefited in many places like schools, hospitals, businesses, and homes. Nuclear energy is used in over 50 nations throughout the world for medical and industrial purposes. And in 2020 alone, the United States had 93 nuclear reactors, which provided 19.7% of the country's electricity. So now, let's recap. We have learned about nuclear energy and why it's important. We also learned about how nuclear energy is produced and how it benefits us every day. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Elkins Roundtable. And don't forget to subscribe and make sure to hit that bell icon. See you guys in the next video. Nights out!